You know, sometimes a shoe comes along that not only surprises you, but also goes above and beyond. You put it on for the first time and you start to think, damn! So is this really the Superblast 2 killer? From my early testing, let me give you my first impressions of the Salomon Aero Glide 3. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tapis and I make shoe reviews from my perspective as a beginner, slow and heavy runner. As always, I bought these shoes with my own money and I don't have any clout in the game to get free shoes yet, so like and subscribe. First and foremost, let's get into the specs, starting from the top and moving our way down. The Aero Glide 3 has an excellent and breathable mesh upper. It's very roomy up top with a wider toe box and spacious enough for my wide feet. They don't offer any wide options, but I didn't honestly need it. The heel collar is plush and comfortable. I didn't notice any kind of heel slippage. The tongue is partially gusseted and perfect. I went true to size, which is 11.5 for men's, and it fits perfectly. Moving my way down to the midsole, here is where I was thoroughly surprised. Maybe I just haven't ran in Salomon shoes before, but I didn't know their midsole game was this good. They call it Energy Foam Eco midsole, which is absolutely perfect in my opinion. It's the right kind of compression that I like for my long runs and easy run shoes. It's not super soft, it's not super hard, it's just right. And then finally, moving our way down to the outsole, it has what they call the Road Contra grip, and it's pretty good. I can't comment on the grip as far as adverse weather because it's been pretty sunny out here in Southern California, but Salomon is known for their hiking shoes, so I'm sure these will hold up just fine. The forefoot and heel area is wide and it provides excellent stability in my opinion. Moving on to the way these shoes look and feel are definitely a mystery when it comes to the overall weight of the shoe. The Aero Glide 3 comes in at 284 grams on the left and 288 grams on the right. And that's a surprise compared to its rivals like the Blast 5, which is 287 on the left, and a Superblast 2, which is a bigger shoe at 300 grams on the left. Price-wise, they are definitely on the expensive side for a daily trainer, even though I may not honestly call it that. More on that later. They start at $160, but I got them for about $150 on eBay from an authorized reseller. The specs out of the way, let's go through what I have been using these shoes for. They are marketed as a daily trainer, but I personally don't think that that's the correct category for them. They're more like a long run trainer, which is like the Superblast 2 or the Puma Mag Max. I've put about 30 miles in them so far, and most of them have been around the easy and long runs. I did try a workout, but I just honestly didn't think they were that good because they are so bulky looking, even though the lighter weight is there. It was weird. So what is it actually like running in these? For those that may have them, they're very close to the Superblast 2s. The foam is very plush, but provides really good consistent bounce. They propel me forward with that consistent bounce and provide really good stability because of the wider base. I've actually been very surprised by these to the point where I've been reaching for these for my easier long runs than my Superblast 2s, which is again a very big surprise. The foam is compressive when you walk around and even feels like it may be on the softer side, but when you start running, it actually stiffens up pretty well. So how does that make sense? As you know, there are some foams that are super soft, like the fresh foam found in the New Balance shoes, where it's very compressive, but doesn't decompress quickly enough in between strides. So it maintains that soft plushness throughout, which often gives you little to no energy return or bounce from that. This shoe, on the other hand, decompresses very, very quickly, allowing for a more stiffer ride when you're running. So it's kind of a surprise because it's soft when you walk around, but kind of stiff when you actually do start running with it. Are the Aero Glide 3 the Superblast 2 killers? Honestly, it's still a little too early for me to tell, but I'm leaning towards the possible category. I like the overall fit and feel and comfort of the Superblast 2s. I like the bounce and the dual foams. They are still my favorite shoes. But these are very, very close. Even though the Aero Glide 3 doesn't have the dual foams, the Energy Foam Eco behaves very similarly that it can be hard to tell between the two. I will possibly give my final verdict after a long run test, but I would say these are more like the Superblast 2As. Over the next few weeks, I do want to try some more speedier stuff and see if it is close to the Superblast 2 as I'm hoping it will be. Now I know this is the first impressions, but who would I actually recommend these to? I would say for those who are having a hard time finding the Superblast shoes and want a long run shoe with that lower weight but half the bounce and the lower price, I would say give these a try. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not quite sure they fit in the same daily trainer category like the Nova Blast 5 or the Evo SL, but they're very good for easy tempo and long run paces. All right, that is all for first impressions. We definitely have a contender for the biggest surprise of the year for me. I'll continue to test these out and let you know with my final review after 100 miles, so please stay tuned and subscribe if you want to see that video. As always guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting me during this journey. I appreciate and read all your comments and the motivation you guys provide me. Please keep them up. And let me know if there are any other shoe reviews you want me to check out. I do plan on picking up the new Rebel V5s as well as the Endorphin Speed 5s and a couple other ones that are coming out, and I'll give you my first impression on those as well. So please stay tuned and subscribe for that. I will see you guys next time.